You also have Chanel on, I was about to say urn, it's not an urn. Like, what? Damn. Oh shit, dead flush. It was one of us. Disgusting.
Somebody not know how to flush a toilet after they've had a shit? Disgusting!
And we're back for the next round of the absolute worst, and I'm telling you, the worst DIYs that are all over Instagram and TikTok. Like, I'm just gonna let them speak for themselves and we're gonna get right into it.
Okay, is this a bad idea? It's too late. I know everyone was very against this and everyone thought I should keep them black, but I really believe in my vision here.
It's quite the
I don't
ordeal. They
believe in
make
your
this like
vision.
Oh my gosh, guys, the best taco I ever had in my life. They gave me one. It was so good. I was like literally
Get to the
crying.
video, I don't care about your
a
tacos.
heated skillet.
It was couture, this taco. It was amazing.
This is what our house looked like for a week. They build these little tents.
I showed this part of my stories. Everyone got a little bit nervous.
Yeah, this is
I'm
how they
nervous.
protect the
Trust
window.
the process. Trust the process, you guys. What I think happens is they paint the window and then they actually spray the paint on. So they create this like little house around it, and now they just spray
like, shocked
everything.
right
I had to get
now.
the guy some beers.
Yeah, they were so nice and gave us the tacos. So I was like, you better go get them.
You're telling us to
something.
trust the
I'm in line with bar
process. Get to the
collection
process. I
coming
need to
May
see,
14th
'cause
at 10 a.m. Wait,
I'm
this
not
is
trusting
so
it right now.
cute. Mike gave them these Coronas. They loved it. I love them. Okay, so here's the before and here's the after. What do you guys think?
Oh no. Oh God, no. Like, this video is the perfect example of why it is so hard to trust the process. There's one thing to paint over black, but to do it white and do a full whiteout on the actual hardware all the way around these arches and the locks and the handles, it just made it look so cheap. Like, even the edges don't look like they're completely painted. I'm gonna have to agree with the rest of the internet on here being like, you completely ruined this. The black was 1,000 times better. It helped to really define the rest of this space. And then you painted it white, and this is why I have trust issues. I wanted to trust in the process, but you did me so dirty. Disgusting.
Disgusting!
Oh, not the... Oh, the colored epoxy? Oh, you're keeping all of the shelves and everything's just staying there? Oh. Oh no. No, 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 no. This looks like a gay pride parade that like threw up everywhere. Epoxy floors can be done really well if they are done correctly. My first critique is, why did you move nothing out of this store before you put epoxy down? Because none of those shelves and the aisles are ever going to move. They are like permanently sealed in place. And then to use such saturated colors for this entire look is like, epoxy after like 5 years, it yellows over time. And in these commercial spaces with so much foot traffic and these fluorescent lights that are making the floor literally look like it's water because it's so reflective, like someone's going to slip and sue and they're going to win because you just gave their insurance company all they needed by doing this video of like, oh, no, big no, like this is not Design Daddy approved. Disgusting.
Disgusting!
I got so many questions about this sliding mirror in my most recent reel, so I wanted to create a video explaining how we did it and a little bit about the entire bathroom design.
This is amazing.
Here you can see that piece of plywood up top. It's painted green to match, and then if you look closely, you can see that
fantastic.
plywood that is attached to the back of the mirror, and that is the drawer slide up here. That's exactly how the drawer is going to slide. Here is another look, just so you can see.
I trusted the process in this one, and she did me so well. Like, this is one of those great DIYs that are so accessible for everyone. The fact that all you needed was drawer sliders to mount above and below the medicine cabinet, and you just have to then attach it to a mirror on the backside. Whatever mirror you're using, I would always recommend using some kind of like plywood or backing to it to make sure that it's actually secure. But making your own medicine cabinet that has a slide detail to it is so beautiful because it doesn't actually look like a medicine cabinet. There are so many medicine cabinets out there that look so traditional looking that you can tell what they are. This is such an elevated look that really makes it hide in the space. Like you would never know that it's there. I'm gonna have to like do this in one of my projects. The only downside that I would say to this is that this pigeonholes you into a very specific lighting look. Like you can't do a wall sconce on each side because it's sliding off. If you did an asymmetrical look maybe, or even pendant lights, I think would be a great feature to come down to work with this design, but I'm so on board with this. It's been a while since I've seen a good, or at least a positive DIY. This one I am like so for. Maybe. I like the idea. I think this is a great idea, honestly. There's a few considerations that you would need to actually make this work. If you are using a drop-in tub like this, you need to have a stable landing point underneath because the drain is actually raised. If you do not have it sitting on a solid form, which you typically would on the construction side of things, if you stand in there, you're gonna have that like wobbling effect. I could be wrong in this situation because I'm not sure how it's actually constructed under there, but this is so great to add in that extra level of storage for like an overflow of items if you really are limited on space in the bathroom itself. Being able to have that drawer slide out underneath the tub, I think is fantastic. But I'm gonna be pretty neutral on this one because it's a great idea, but the function, I would need to see if it actually works because I don't see any platform under there.
At my homegirl house.
We're starting with violence.
She gonna make sure she keep that shit laid out now. She foul with that decoration, y'all. Y'all need to get at her now.
Going.
Cause she found that decoration now. Y'all get at her now, cause she gonna do her thing.
I love this man is hyping her up.
She gonna have it laid every time.
And the tassels.
Y'all get at my homegirl.
And the Chanel logos everywhere.
Y'all need anything decorated, party around her, y'all get at her. She gonna do it. She do parties and all.
Oh, bless this man for hyping this woman's interior design styles because the sun coming in to this house would start a fire. You have everything glitter and reflective and like, this is like the manifestation of like a disco ball exploding. The Chanel logos everywhere are like next level. The level of this tackiness is truly undefeated. I could appreciate that they stuck with a color theme. I like that they really stuck to the silver and the white accents, which work great together. But this is like an overabundance of like copy and paste. I see Chanel logos on the console table, on the sculpture, on the logo of a box that is shaped like a perfume bottle. You also have a Chanel logo on the vases. Like this is, she's single-handedly keeping Marshalls in business by buying up all of this glitter because this is like, I'm just happy that they're probably happy. But if I went into that, I'd be like, you're gonna need sunglasses because this is going to be so bright. I just had to watch it again and see that we even have rhinestones bedazzled into the white leather sofas. Like this space just looks uncomfortable. There's nothing cozy about this look. I hate ugly TV. Well, first of all, it's another one, trust the process. Am I going to be disappointed? I don't like where this is going. It comes in different colors. Of course it does. Oh. The first mistake was getting an 85-inch TV in a room that could maybe fit a 50-inch. That was your first problem. TVs do not have to be ugly in a space. They can really work with the design. I can appreciate that they did this makeshift frame around it to make it look like a picture, but the pure scale of this TV is so wrong in a space. Like if you had a smaller TV, this would have looked fantastic and you wouldn't have to put a frame on it. But the TV is, first of all, as big as that wall. You have the bulkhead coming down and the entire console itself is the length of that wall. This isn't a problem with the design. This is a problem with scale. And it really shows you how important it can really break apart a space and make it look terrible if you have the proportion of things completely thrown off. Like, I'm not gonna trash the frame. I think this is a fantastic DIY, but the TV, it needs to be smaller. You don't need an 85-inch TV if you're sitting like 2 feet away from it. I'm sorry. Someone, I think it looks really classy. For who? Don't break it. Don't tell me you're gonna. Oh. I am so thoroughly impressed. There's one thing to buy a period home with age and character, especially a brick fireplace, and there have been so many people that have been painting over it white and really ruining that beautiful look. The fact that they have future-proofed this design by putting up MDF plywood over the actual brick themselves and painting it while still giving so much character to the space itself. The overall scale of it is thrown off a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of the picture on top. I feel like it's a little bit too big, but the fact that they preserved this fireplace is, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 because this is something everyone should consider if they want to update a fireplace without completely ruining the heritage and character of an older home. If you've been enjoying my TikTok reviews, I have an entire playlist dedicated to these reviews, and let me tell you, they're terrifying. And they're always up for a good laugh, so make sure you check it out. Don't forget to like this video and make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok to see all my daily tips and tricks. And if you're ever second guessing yourself, just ask, what would Design Daddy do? Avoid some of these DIYs, people. Like, the internet needs to bring back shame. That's all I'm saying.